Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am jumping on today to talk about the thoughts of do we reflect or tell? And I know that might sound slightly strange, depends on your point of view. I've been reflecting on it quite a lot this week, this idea of reflect or tell, because it's come up in a number of conversations over the last week to 10 days that I've had, both with professionals in training and in meetings, but also with parents. And so I just wanted to really kind of share in this video my thoughts. I would love for you to share yours. What do you think? With my parent hat on, I know that sometimes being told what to do has not been helpful. Particularly if the person telling me maybe doesn't have children or doesn't have children with a trauma background or the same needs as my child. Because there's a little bit of me that says, you don't understand, don't tell me what to do. And now that doesn't mean actually their advice isn't really, really helpful and really powerful, but sometimes it's my perception, and it's more often than not where I am in that moment and how easy it is for me to take the advice and the thoughts and how that advice is shared. Are they sharing it with me, telling me what to do in a helpful way that I can hear? Or are they kind of making me feel like I'm not doing it very well? And if I did it better, I wouldn't have these issues. And so I think it's with my parent hat on, sometimes being told really isn't helpful and pushes me away. The other side of it sometimes as a parent for me, someone reflecting with me and helping me find the answers within me is also really difficult, because I know that there have been times when I was so overwhelmed with what was happening that I didn't have that opportunity to reflect. I just couldn't mentally cope with the idea of reflecting on what was happening. But overall, I know for me that kind of reflective coaching approach works best. And I find then that I know the answers inside me, but sometimes I need someone to help me pull them out, to find those answers, to go, oh yeah, and have those light bulb moments to really kind of go, yep, okay, I can see how I might be able to do it differently, or how my behavior isn't helping in this situation, or really, yeah, put a mirror up to me and go, yeah, actually, the look on your face or your tone or the words you're using is not helping, but also help me see it differently. When you are kind of stuck in the middle of something, or kind of at the coalface, you can't always take that step back and see it from a helicopter perspective. You know, when that kind of idea of being up here and looking down over it and seeing it in that much broader way. And for me, I feel, kind of putting my professional's hat on, when I'm working with parents, that's part of my role, taking that helicopter view, helping them to step back and see it differently. And so I know when I'm working with parents, there's probably more of a reflective approach, helping them to take that step back and see what they need. But at times, absolutely, you know, I'm not going to say tell, but teaching them different ways of thinking about it, different ways of seeing them, teaching them the theory behind it, helping them to have the skills to be able to step back sometimes and see it more broadly. Because for me, it's about empowering parents and carers so that they don't necessarily need me forever, or hopefully don't, you know, that they have the skills and the knowledge, and that they can build that support network around them that allows them to be able to step back when they need to. And that's obviously not always easy. Sometimes even now, you know, I've been using this approach for 6 years. I have, you know, counseling sessions regularly, coaching sessions, all of that stuff. Sometimes I still can't see the wood for the trees. Sometimes it's still really hard to take that step back. And so, of course, we need somebody. But I do think for me, having that more reflective approach with parents is really powerful and really empowers them, because ultimately they know their child best. So yes, we can help them see things differently 100% and give them kind of suggestions and help them to step back, but they know their child best. And if you're a parent watching this, You know your child best. But also, it doesn't mean that we know everything about our child or have all of the information, and neither does the professional. Yesterday, I was really, I had a brilliant session with some colleagues in Pakistan, and we were talking about the fact that we're not the experts in your child. We're the experts in what we bring to the discussion and the situation, but we can't possibly know everything. There's no professional who can know everything about everything. And that's where the reflective nature of conversations, I think, really comes in, because you can go, oh yeah, actually, if we're thinking about that and this comes into play, and as the parent you believe it's this, then we need a conversation with this person, or we need to go and find out about this. And it's helping them to see where they might need to have some more learning or development, where they might need to adapt their support network or the way they're connecting with their child. And when we give ourselves as professionals and as parents, and give the parents we're working with that reflective space, that's not too necessarily kind of counselling-y, but when we're giving counselling-y, is that even a word? When we are giving that space to parents and enabling them to reflect, to go, actually, yeah, I do need to change, and mixing that in with really practical thoughts, ideas, and suggestions that we can work with them to adapt, that act as a springboard to adapting to work with their family. For me, that's where we see the biggest amount of change. And certainly the feedback I have from lots of families I work with is that combination of reflective time and giving them space to get anything they need to off their chest, or think about things differently and move things forward, with that mix of, I'm going to say, teach rather than tell, works really well, because we often start in a more kind of teachy telly approach and then move into more reflective space as they have the space to be able to become more reflective and things start to adapt and change at home. And I don't know, let me know. I would love to know in the comments what your thoughts are. You know, are you somebody who prefers to be told what to do? Do you prefer that reflection? Do you like a combination of the two? I think we're all really different. And it's about finding the combination that works for us, both as a professional in terms of sharing that knowledge and understanding and experience with parents, but also as a parent, actually, where am I now? Being able to say, you know, right now, I need to be told what to do. I am not in that space of being able to reflect. I just can't do it at the moment. And then actually now I'm in a space to reflect because I've got a bit of space. And so really getting that ownership of how you're feeling and what you need, and not feeling what's the word I'm looking for, kind of bad or unable to say, no, I need this right now from you. And I think that's really powerful. And I think as a professional working with families, we need to be really aware of that, which is obviously easier sometimes than others, but really listening to parents and carers, because they are the professionals in that child. You know, they are the expert in that child, and we need to really listen to them. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on and talk about it really, because it's something that's come up, I say particularly over the last 10 days, and it's been kind of mulling in my mind in the conversations I've been having with professionals through the training we've been doing, or the, you know, general conversations, but it's also popped up with some of the parents I've been working with as well. So I just wanted to share that and really think about kind of how do we work as professionals to best support the families that we support. And if you're a parent, what is it that you need best? You know, what works for you, and have the confidence to tell people what you need in that moment. And we need to make sure we're listening to you in order to be able to help in the best way we can. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. Put them in the comments below. I'd be really interested to hear. And if you are a professional, don't forget we've got the level 3 qualification, which starts middle of October, where we'll be really thinking about the practical and the theoretical underpinnings within connected parenting MVR, and how we can support parents in a wide range of roles and scenarios and different kind of situations, and doing that, reflecting on our own experiences and our own knowledge, and how we can share that in the best way with parents and carers. So if you're interested, let me know and I can send you over the details, or they're on the website, and we can really think about spreading this approach to all of those families and helping as many families as we possibly can. So yeah, that is me done for today. Thinking about this idea of reflect or tell or teach might be a better way of putting it, and what works kind of best for everybody in terms of really moving things forward. And as I say, I know at times I'm a reflection person, and other times I'm a bit like, no, I just need to be told what to do, but in the right way, in a way that's supportive, non-judgmental, non-blaming, not a, well, if you'd done it like this, that wouldn't have happened way, because that's just going to get my back up, understandably, or make me feel like a bad parent. And sometimes we all make mistakes. So yeah, reflect or tell. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you prefer. And I will catch up with you all soon. See you later. Bye.